Welcome to free-to-play Fatal Grande Order. I believe that most people who are watching this video is someone who get confused or trouble about which servant should I roll, which servant is more worthy to spend my quads. As everyone knows, the percentage to get a 5-star servant in FGO is pretty low. So, as a free-to-play or who just spend a little amount, getting a 5-star servant is even harder. I believe everyone would like to spend their quads more effectively, am I right? As the JP version of FGO has released a long time ago, so we could easily predict the upcoming banners and events. As our Clairvoyance EX, wait, Albert just not to rank C? So what we need is an investment plan so we could spend our quads wisely. That's why I've analyzed which 5-star servant is more worthy to spend your quads and which 5-star servant you can keep your quads in your strong box. Wait a minute, someone just passed me a question here. Free to play. I heard that Ilya is pretty weak, but I really like her, so should I roll for her? What a stupid question. Sure, you take out your no. I mean, FGO is type of game that Rising wife, so if you have a favorite character, sure you spend everything you have. And now click the X button and leave this video because the suggestion from the video will be totally useless for you. Also, who just asked me the question, I just contact FBI. Before we start the introduce, we will consider the irreplaceability, timing of the banner, the current game environment, and the performance of the servant itself. So, the first one will be Cleopatra in the current Halloween event, Ishtar from the new Christmas event, Enkidu from the 7th Singularity first banner, Quetzalcoatl from 7th Singularity second banner. After that is Merlin, and Musashi will come in the New Year banner. Cleopatra, also known as super high school level because of her artist is who drew Danganronpa. She does have a moonwalk animation, and this is why also known as Moonwalk Queen. Cleo is the second 5-star AoE assassin, but included all Goldie, she will be the third. FGO is really lack of AoE assassin and still they are all limited. Whatever, this is FGO. Skill 1. Imperial Privilege. As usual, a huge amount of attack and defense, also restore HP. But the problem is still depends on luck. We can also use Ozzy to increase the buff success rate to 100%. Skill 2. Golden Rule Belt and Body. Upgraded Golden Rule that increase MP gain, MP charge per turn up to 30%, and also regen HP every turn. This is really a bullying case to early game Golden Rule. Skill 3. Protection of Goddess. Remove debuff, apply invincible, and also gain critical star. Another bullying case to Intuition. Noble Phantasm. Urios Astorp. AOE Buster MP that overcharge increased Buster performance for 1 turn. If we just talk about the MP damage, even the Imperial Privilege has succeeded, the damage will still a bit lower than Shuten Doji, but in future we can work with Merlin with the Buster effect, so the MP damage will become totally different. Also need to mention here, Cleo has the top tier MP rate in FGO compared to all servants. She could easily spam her MP every few turns. Shuten is more about 1 turn burst damage on the MP and more supportive skill, but Cleo performance is much stronger compared to Shuten. So recommend is about 3-star. But when you have no Shuten or Kaleido for Summer Seashore, you can go to 4-star. And also, Cleo MP upgrade just released in Japan. The next one would be the goddess who stay on ring, Ishtar. Skill 1. Manifestation of Beauty. Compared with Charisma, it does free 20% of crit damage. And Skill 2. Radiant of Red Crown. Charge MP up to 50%, and 80% chance to apply invincible and also ignore invincible. Just use this skill as a MP charge and you are good to go. Skill 3. Mana Burst Jewel. When maxed up to level 10, it just needs 3 turn cooldown and increase attack up to 50% one turn. But the only problem is the attack increase will only apply on the next turn, so you need more practice about the timing to use it. Noble Phantasm. Angelata Kigarashi. Also increase Buster performance one turn as an overcharge effect, except as Cleo. Use Mana Burst Jewel one turn before MP and the damage very good. Just slightly low compared to Gilgamesh, but if able to make a Buster quick chance with those buffs, it just hit like a truck. In general, she is really a good farmer with high MP damage, also MP charge of 50%. She shines in most of the farming and event. Recommend is about 4 star. Okay, here comes another 5-star single target lancer, Enkidu, Gilgamesh's best friend. Because of these 3 single target lancers are very unique and makes Enkidu no outstanding performance when compared to them. But something need to mention here is all the ladies are limited, but Enkidu is regular, so you always have a chance to get him. Skill 1. Transfiguration. As a normal mana burst with 5 turn cooldown up to 50% buster performance and randomly increase art or quick cut performance also up to 50%. Most of the time this skill will use with MP as a mana burst, but if you could chain with other cut, there's something extra for you. Skill 2. Presence Detection. I don't know what to say about this. Decrease critical rate of an enemy and remove evade status from him. But luckily, there will be an upgrade in the future and apply evade for Enkidu himself. Skill 3. Perfect Form. Highest amount of HP restore in FGO up to 10,000 and remove debuff, but at the same time it does have a 10 turn cooldown at level 10. But I think the small amount of restore HP with shorter cooldown will more effective. Noble Phantasm. Enuma Age. Decrease defense, then MP will do damage, also stun divine enemy for 1 turn. The problem of Enkidu is when we need a MP damage, then we will choose Kasa, but when we having the great performance of MP gain, then Tama Lancer will be the top. When playing supportive, Green will be the better. Enkidu does generate star as well, but there is always some better choice. I feel sorry to him, but I can only give 1 star recommend for him. Just for who have no single target Goldie Lancer and just have this guy, I might give to 2 stars. The next one will be Rider Cleopatra, a story log, also known as Federal Servant. She is also a single target Buster MP rider with supportive skill. It does look similar with Ozzy, but count is more on doing 1 turn burst damage. Skill 1. Charisma. Nothing to mention here. Skill 2. Wisdom of Benevolent God. Apply guards to selected target 1 time in 3 turns and also increase Buster for performance up to 30%. Skill 3. Lucha Libre. Increase MP guide up to 30%, increase star absorb and crit damage 1 turn. This is the skill that gives Cal potential to do a hard burst damage in 1 turn. Noble Phantasm. Shurero Cariato. Single target Buster MP that also steal enemy MP for 1 turn, totally set as Aussie MP, and overcharge will inflict a burn damage per turn. If you ask, is Cleopatra good? I will definitely say yes, she is good, but compared to Ozzy with Team MP charge and 100% Imperial privilege is more suitable on hard quest, and when you need a Buster performance, Merlin could give up to 50% with the shorter cooldown. If you need to do a burst damage, and there will be a Kintoki rider with free MP5, also 50% MP charge. So Cal is strong, but without any outstanding performance, I can only give 3 stars as recommend. Okay, next one will be the balance breaker. Oldest need in the world. Merlin, the magus of flower. Skill 1, charisma of fantasy. Other than top tier charisma with 20% attack increase, and it still gives 20 MP charge with just 5 turn cooldown when level 10. Skill 2, illusionism. Apply invincible to all ally 1 turn. In addition, decrease enemy critical rate for 3 turns. Skill 3, hero creation EX. The most broken skill from Merlin. Top tier buster mana burst up to 50% 3 turn, increase max HP up to 3000 3 turn, and increase critical damage 100% 1 turn. Is this really okay? Noble Phantasm, Guardian of Avalon. Apply to all allies, restore HP per turn 1000 to 2000, depends on MP level, charge MP guide 5% per turn, and generate critical star 5 to 25, depends on overcharge per turn. And all these buffs last for 5 turns. All these buffs can be stacked. Merlin almost have everything from other support servants that increase attack, MP charge, invincible, increase star drop rate, max HP, critical damage, restore HP, generate star buster effective. In addition, he has a class skill called Mixed Blood that increase MP guide by 5% each turn when stacked with MP. You can just stand there for few turns and the MP guide will automatically fill up again. Merlin can deal with any challenge quest with his perfect skill set, either on durability or doing a burst damage. Still, Merlin is a caster with a slow star absorb rate. Most of the time, he won't steal the critical star from the dealer, and even not in the buster team, he will still be the number 1 support that's suitable in any setup and situation. Albert Einstein said, "Whatever does make our life more colorful, and Merlin does create a new world. Could hold them both, even monkey can save humanity." Well, this is lie. Character like this, you still need my recommend? Look at the sky and you will know. Lastly, who came earlier in the New Year banner? Musashi. First skill, 5th sequence. A very unique skill that double the hits of each attack but decrease 50% damage 1 turn, greatly increase star generate and MP gain for 1 turn. Combined with last card that critical and overkill, it is possible to fill up the MP guide from 0 to 100%. Skill 2, Heavenly Eye. Apply Ignore Invincible and give mana burst for 1 turn, confirm the MP always hit on the enemy. Skill 3, Emptiness. Apply Invincible for herself 1 turn, increase star drop rate and remove debuff. Noble Phantasm, Rikudo Gorin Kurikara Tensho. First, increase MP damage as an overcharge effect. After damage, remove all buff from enemy. Wow, another AoE and E-Saber again. Wait, she's a single target saber. As a single target saber, people will always compare Buster Musashi with Arc Nero Bright and Quick Okita. Nero is more about the supportive skill. Okita only shows up the quick performance when soloing. Musashi is more like a nuclear that used on the boss. And when the setup is complete, she can totally out-damage compared to the other 2 single target saber. So recommend is about 4 star. Do you guys realize that just beside of Merlin, all other servant is Buster servant? I wonder this is just really a coincidence. And this will be the upcoming servant I will talk about in next episode. Just a reminder, all the good servant is back to back, but need to measure how much do you have and don't become another Butako. What we talk about today is just opinion from me, free to play. If you have any supplement or other question, you are welcome to comment below. Bye bye.